Hello everybody, I'm Miranda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back. Today we have part 10, I believe, of the WIP and chats on working on so many books, so little time. So, let's grab your works in progress and let's start. And we have a stowaway right at the beginning. Let's get my trash jar. Well, how is everybody? How is your week going? Mine was actually quite uneventful, as it will most of the times is. Well, uneventful, it might be the wrong word, but it wasn't exactly exciting. As I last week said, I should go to the dentist the Wednesday, but when I woke up Wednesday morning, my little one was sick. He had a fever, like just a fever. It was like 0.1 degrees Celsius above, but with the whole pandemic stuff, yeah. Regulations here are when somebody in the home has fever, you all stay home. So yeah, I could call off the dentist. Could also call my mother-in-law because she actually should watch the kids in the meantime. Because I can take them with me, obviously. And after that, I also could call my husband, like, you can come home because, well, yeah. No one has a fever, so yeah, that was fun. Luckily, for him and us, he still felt good. He was quite happy, actually. So we had a fever, but yeah, he was a little bit more sleepy. But besides that, he wasn't feeling terrible, so... yeah, that lasted for about 3 days. Last day, the Friday, was a little bit like... one point I took his temperature, he was okay. The other one, he had a fever, then it was okay again. So it was a little bit of up and down. And Saturday was just normal again. But yeah, with him still being happy, it was kind of like my husband was home, like, yeah, if it wasn't for the whole pandemic, I just was at work. Because, well, yeah. There was actually no point in him being home, besides, well, him needing to be home from the government. So that was a little, well, fun, don't want to say. Yeah, and after that it was weekend, so, yeah. My husband was home again. He normally should be home this week and next week. But the office where he works has kind of a training this week. At least his group has. Which meant that he needed to go to work today. Which meant that I had the kids alone. Which is no problem because they behaved quite well today. Knock on wood, because the day isn't over yet. The only thing I would like, if as my son would be as nice to not wake me up at night. And then to let me sleep a little bit longer. I know he sleeps long enough. It still is quite good for a kid his age. But as I am a sleepyhead, I would like to wake up out of my own and not wake up with a screaming 10-month-old. But yeah. Yeah, he lately has a thing for like crying at like 1 or 2 o'clock at night. So I need to go to him. He most of the times keeps screaming. And then when I'm going to sit in the chair or in his room so I can feed him, well, before he can properly lay down to go to drink, he's already asleep. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, could you seriously not stay in bed and sleep? But, probably wants just a mom pillow. Probably he lays nice and comfy with a boop pillow. So well, that's fun. But luckily it most of the times is done because he sleeps then, or at least, well, sleeps close enough. I'll just sit there for a couple of minutes and then just lay him back in his bed, and most of the times he then just sleeps again. And then normally he just wakes up at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. When I'm lucky, a little bit later. But this morning he actually woke up because my husband walked down the stairs to go to work. So, and then he didn't want to go to sleep again. But yesterday, when it was Sunday, he refused to sleep in till 8:30 or 9 o'clock. That's when he is awake at 7:30. Yeah. For that is one reason that I'm glad if he is sleeping longer, so I can sleep in. But that's just my problem because I'm a sleepyhead. And then what else happened? Actually, not much. Yeah, we get our feeding bowls for the cat. Well, feeding bowl. We were still waiting on one. I told you a couple of weeks ago that I had an issue with a company. Well, they still didn't send it out. And at the Friday, I was just like, you know what? Just refund me my money because, well, on your side it says that it isn't even in stock. So I don't know how you could think of one to send. So I just want my money back. That they did. They refunded me actually quite quick. I had it back on the bank account in like the same day. So that was great. But because apparently, well, my husband mailed a company for like, it said on the website it was in stock, but you couldn't order it because you couldn't put it in your shopping cart. So he was just like, you know what, I'm just going to contact them and ask them like, how can that be? Is it that it actually isn't in stock, or is there just a little flaw on the website, or what about it? And they actually said that the bowls, the company that makes them, Sure Feed, is actually from the UK. And with the whole Brexit and stuff, yeah, the shipping to here was quite bad, and they should have had delivery a bit ago, but they hadn't, and they didn't know, well, when the next shipment was due, so they couldn't tell us when it got back. But a couple of days later, I actually got a notification on the site where I normally order the pet food from, that they had it back in stock. So yeah, it was more expensive than we normally wanted to pay and that it normally is, but as with many stuff, as long as something is hard to come by, you pay more. But I had the luck that I had a coupon for at least some wet food for free. It was one of those Felix soup things. One of the cats is absolutely crazy about it because she loves like the liquid in them, in the wet food, but she doesn't like the meat or fish or whatever. So the soup version is better, so she eats a little bit from the, well, meat, I'll just call it. But the liquid is gone before you know it. So that made it a little bit cheaper, and because we are customers from that site, we have like a savings plan that saves us about 3%, I believe. Which made it a couple of euros cheaper, so at least we had that. But yeah, I'm glad when the whole pandemic stuff is over and you can just go somewhere to pick something up. Because that probably made it also a little bit easier because, well, yeah, now a lot of stores are closed or harder to reach because, well, luckily pet stores are considered essential. Which means that they are like open and you can just walk in. Many of the other stores are now like you need to book an appointment for, depending on the store. Most stores say 10 minutes. So you need to be like in the store and out the store in 10 minutes time, which is kind of crazy. And you also need to reserve that time zone you're in there like at least 4 hours before to stop like fun shopping. But it makes getting stuff a little bit harder because, well, I cleaned out the kids' closets and, well, clean them out, not necessarily, but I'm like changing the stuff that there is in there to like bigger sizes because, well, their clothes are getting a bit small. My daughter is actually very thin, so she most of the times has clothing that is too small. But if I get the sizes she needs height-wise, like a pants, just falls off her butt. I can work with belts, but I can't get them tight enough, so yeah. That's also not quite working. So most of the times we just get a little smaller size. Most of the times that works, but yeah, at some point, even those get too short. Yeah, especially with like the t-shirts now, it was so noticeable. Like a long sleeve t-shirt was like more of a 3/4 sleeve shirt. So we were like, okay, now it's actually like time to get her into a bigger size. So she can wear the stuff that's in her closet now in this size like once more. And then it either goes or in the, well, the trash, but recycling. So in the fabric container thing. For here it's like, at least for now, it's just a bag that is standing in our basement where we collect all our fabric trash in, like damaged or too small clothes and stuff. And then once the bag is full, I walk to, it's actually across a store like 2 streets from my house. And we dump it in there, and yeah. The company that handles the trash handles the rest. But that's always easy. And then the clothes that are too small for her, but are still in good shape, don't have like big stains in them or anything. I'll just look if it is something that's neutral enough so my son can wear it, or if it's like completely pink and girly, then it goes into a separate container, and once everything is collected, I put it on like a sales site so that, well, I can make a few euros out of it. Hopefully, at least. But yeah, I was going through there and I noticed that like she had like almost no pajamas. She had like one pair. It was like a more of a summer kind of top part, and the pants you could actually choose. There was and a long pants and a short one. But yeah, that's actually the only one we have for her now. So for the time being, she can sleep in that or in something that's too small. Because even in a size bigger, we didn't have one. And well, yeah, that would fall off her tiny butt. So I'm on like a little bit of online shopping, but most places, it's just annoying that you, in many places, need to order like over 30, 40 euros to get free shipping, or you need to pay almost the same amount as one pajama costs. So I'm not quite keen on that. Well, and I most of the times want to order more, but like for 50 euros in pajamas, it's quite expensive. And I don't want to have my closet full of pajamas now. And I need to say, many stores don't have anything that, well, is fun for her at the moment, so it's also hard. But yeah, normally I would just go to the store, to be exact, to the HEMA, because I know they have fun stuff there. Most of the times I succeed there, and otherwise I walk around the other stores in the city center we have here. Not that it is quite big, but it has enough, so I most of the time succeed. Go home, wash them, and we have pajamas, but because of the whole situation, I just can't. Sometimes that's just annoying. But we'll handle it. Hopefully, by the end of the year, everything is normal again. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm glad when everything is normal again, as probably is like most of the planet. But what's the thing you're looking forward to the most? I actually, besides just going to, that I can just go to the store, I am happy when I can just visit family without needing to check first if somebody else has been there. And as we have like visitors, we can just get one visitor, even like a family. Kids till 13, if I believe 12 or 13 are excluded, but everyone older, you can just visit like one person a day. So that's kind of annoying. We can't go both to my in-laws or my own parents just to grab a cup of coffee, which makes it kind of annoying. And yeah, those kind of things that are the things that I am actually missing the most, because, well, the little kids, you can't just go anywhere. Yeah, I would just like to go somewhere. We try to, at least in the weekends, or at least when husband is home, when they're both awake, like try to go for a walk or something, but yeah. Let's see how far am I rambling on for now? Oh. About 20 minutes? 16, 20? Yeah, 20. I was like, did I saw it as 16 minutes or 19 minutes? What was it? So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but yeah. Not much happening in my life at this moment. So let's think. I actually noticed when I was editing my video from last week that I actually haven't done a tiny Dutch lesson. So I'm like thinking like, what is something I could tell you? And I was thinking like, because at least we have cats, let's just do some animals. So let's start with the cats. Cats are katten. And then, well, a female cat is een poes. And a male, een kater. Which in kater actually also is a hangover. So that's always fun. Always fun if somebody says they have a hangover on a Saturday morning. So they have a kater. And you know they are kind of wanting to have a cat at home. It's like a cat or a hangover. Which one? But most of the times people just use katten or kat. Because, well, cat is just one cat. Katten are multiple. With dogs, most of the times it's also actually like a dog. You're not, most of the times, not specific if it's a male or a female, so I'm now only calling it by the, well, general name. Dogs are honden. And one dog is een hond. And actually, when it's like really bad weather, it is hondenweer. So when it is hondenweer, it's technically dog weather. Like it's most of the time it's like raining. I believe you, and at least the UK are calling it, it's raining cats and dogs. We just call it dog weather. No clue where it's come from. If you want to know where these sayings come from, I can look it up. But if you're not interested in it, well, yeah, no point for me in doing that. So, would you actually be interested in like those little random facts about the Netherlands? Because I was just saying to my husband, like, I actually have no clue what to talk about because there isn't happening so much. And he was like, well, you can say the Dutch invented the traffic jam, or we have the oldest national anthem, and he was just listing some stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, we might just ask people beforehand because I don't know if people would like to hear that. So if you would like to hear those like little random facts of the Netherlands, let me know down in the comments. Not that many of you probably will, but hey. I know I can do whatever I want, but if you're like, I don't want to know anything about it, well, then I'm not going to bother. But yeah, Actually haven't looked it up or found out more about it, but my husband was actually saying that apparently the Dutch have invented the CD and DVD. So I actually myself was like, wait, what? You're saying me what now? It was like, for a small country that we are, we actually invented quite a lot of stuff. Like as I was saying, the traffic camera. So every time you can get a speeding ticket, you can thank the Dutch. Or your foot for being too heavy and putting on the pedal, stepping on the pedal too hard. But hey, you can blame the Dutch for something. But yeah. But as I was actually saying before I was completely diverging again, I was doing a little Dutch lesson. One of the other animals that many people will not own, but at least know, are horses. Those animals are here called paarden, or one single one. So one horse is één paard. And while we're at the farm, you also have cows, koeien. And the fun part is, cow poo is één, of well, more like a kind of a nickname for it. How it's called quite often here is één koeienvlei, which technically translates to like a cow pie, which I always think is funny. Which animals do we more have? I can find my symbol. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there. No, I was thinking that did I have this one previous, but I didn't. So other animals you like to know which they are in Dutch, or other things, and which animals do you have? You can leave me down in a comment in the comment section, or shoot me a message on Facebook or by email. You can find it all down in the description. And yeah, with that I am going to wrap it up for today, because I have like no clue what to ramble on about now. So I am just going to close up my container and say goodbye to you for today. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know it wasn't like too extremely long or interesting, but just under a half an hour. So at least I hope I could keep you some company while you work on your projects. And I hope to see you next time. So if you like this video, you know the drill. You can give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and the whole shebang. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.